Hi guys, I hope you're all keeping well and safe. Welcome to Early Years Matters TV. On this channel, we give parenting tips, we focus on early childhood, and we also review toys. If these are the kind of things that you're looking for, what you have to do, subscribe, and not just subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified each time a new video is being dropped on this channel. So on today's episode of Early Years Matters TV, I'm going to be talking about long-term curriculum plan in early years. Yes, today's discussion is going to be all about long-term curriculum plan in early years. For the past few days, I've been focusing on curriculum plan. I looked at short-term plan and medium-term plan. So what is short-term plan? Short-term plan are immediate and responsive to the needs of the children. So in terms of short-term plan is immediate. It could be a daily or a weekly plan which focus on the needs of the children, the interest of the children. So then, what is medium-term planning? Medium-term plan is a plan that builds on children's interest, and medium-term plan is usually a month or a term. So now, what is long-term planning? So long-term plan is the learning intentions and possibilities that children are entitled to. Yes, so in terms of long-term plan is looking at the learning intentions and possibilities that children are entitled to over a period of a year. So in terms of long-term plan is when you focus on the intentions, when you focus on the things that the children are entitled to for over a period of 1 year. In early childhood, you need to understand that children are entitled to play. The UN Convention on the Rights of the Child states that children need to play. So as the educator, you know that it is your role to ensure that young children play. Then you need to look at how you are going to facilitate children to play for a period of 1 year. You also need to understand that early childhood focus on the overall development of the child, holistic in terms of the physical, intellectual, language, emotional, social, cultural, and the spiritual aspect of the child. So what does this imply and how does this relate to long-term planning? So long-term planning is focusing on a year. Then in early childhood, you need to promote the overall development of the child or the children. So you need to look at how your long-term plan over a year could focus on how you could promote the overall development of the child or children in your setting. This again, so in terms of the long-term planning, so when you're putting the long-term planning into play in early childhood, you need to look at how you could promote the overall development of the child or the children for a period of 1 year. So you need to break it down. For instance, the physical development of the child, which has to do with the child or the children using their fine motor skills or their overall body. Then you need to look at this. How would you promote children using their physical development over a period of 1 year? The same thing for the intellectual or cognitive development of the child. So you need to look at it. How could you promote the cognitive development of the child in your setting for a period of 1 year? The same thing applicable to the language, to the emotional, social, cultural, spiritual development of the child. So you need to break it down and look at it. How would your curriculum facilitate this over a period of 1 year? And how can you do this? The key to doing this is observation. You need to observe the children. If you observe the children, then you tie this into the long-term curriculum plan that you're putting in place in your setting. Because when you observe the children, you'll be able to find out about the things that they like. And this will prepare you to put your long-term plan in place, which will focus for a period of 1 year. So for you to put a long-term plan in place in your setting as educators, this is where observation comes into play. You observe the children, you find out about their interests, you find out about their needs, and you link this with promoting the overall development of these children. Then you put plan in place for over a period of 1 year. Yes, if you observe what the children likes to do in terms of their physical development, intellectual, language, emotional, social, cultural, spiritual, if you observe the student, you know this is what they like, and then look at their needs. What do they need in terms of their physical development? And when you're putting your plan in place, look at what activities could you use to promote the physical development of the child or children for 1 year. What activities could you implement to support the intellectual, language, emotional, social, spiritual, and the cultural aspects of the children? And this will help you to put a long-term plan in place, which will be for a period of 1 year. But what I would like you to know is that in relation to putting a long-term curriculum plan in place, you need to vary the activities, okay? Because we're talking about putting a plan in place for 1 year. Do not let the children do the same thing over and over again all the time so that they will not be bored. So different types of activities that the children like, and you incorporate this together, and then you have your long-term curriculum plan that focus on the overall development of the children for 1 year. I hope you've taken note of all those points that I've listed, and if you want more, please kindly subscribe, and not just subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified each time a new video is being dropped on this channel. On this video, I would like to say a big thank you to my members. I really want to appreciate those of you that have been supporting me financially in relation to what I do. Those of you that you're my member on this channel, I really appreciate, and I want to say God bless you. And if you want to support me in relation to what I do on this channel as well, have a join button on this channel. You could check this join button out, and I'll be willing to have you on as one of my members. Until I come your way next time, stay safe and mind yourselves for now. Bye.